constant indigestion, feeling of nausea as if you want to vomit, and even sometimes actually vomit, and even sometimes vomit and there is blood inside it, heartburn, bloating, hiccups that don't come outside, constant pain at the upper part of your stomach, the ogbonge one where you feel like there is a gag inside your throat. Ha! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emanuela. Today's video is the start of the acid reflux diet and lifestyle series. Now I broke this down into a series because I didn't want it to be one bulky video that will make it hard for one to assimilate. But honestly, Bullet is going to touch some other ailments or some other popular names that you have heard before, like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, ulcer, gastritis, bile reflux. Yeah, we are going to talk about those ones small because somehow these things are somehow intertwined. Their symptoms are usually alike. Most times you don't even know which one that it is that you're dealing with, and just for you to understand so that people will not be able to bobo you. This is a good time for you to click the subscribe button and hit on that notification bell so whenever a video drops you will get notified. When you hear acid, the first thing that comes to my mind is like danger. Acids are measured within the pH of 0 to 14. The lower, the more dangerous. So if something is at pH 14, which means it's alkaline. Alkaline is like the opposite of acid. And if something has pH of like 0, 1, 2, 3, it is acidic. So a perfect example is the battery acid, which we all know is dangerous, that can melt metal and all of those things, has a pH of 0. Stomach acid or the gastric acid in the human body has a pH of 1 to 3, which means it is still also pretty dangerous. It can melt teeth, it can melt bone. That is how dangerous the acid in our body is. And I'm sure you're just wondering, like, what in the name of God is something that dangerous doing inside of my body? Lord of Jesus. Our body produces these acids to help in the breaking down of things we eat. But then again, the human body is such a wonderful machine that as much as it is producing something as dangerous as this stomach acid, your cells produce what we call bicarbonate base, which helps to buffer that acid, and it also produces this thick mucus lining to protect your stomach lining from that stomach acid. Stomach is formed to be able to adapt with that acid that's in there. So let's now start unraveling what leads to what. If for any reason there is a reduction in the production of that thick mucus that protects your stomach lining, maybe due to the fact that you contacted H. pylori bacteria or from constant usage of some certain medications, then the stomach acid can bruise your stomach walls. And that is how you have what we call ulcer. It's an injury, just the way you have injury on your skin, you bruise your body. This time around, the bruise is inside of your body. So if you've been experiencing some symptoms like constant bloating, you feel like a burning pain at the upper part of your abdomen, you always have that nausea feeling as if you want to vomit or even vomit sometimes, and even in some cases vomit and see blood in your vomit, you need to consult a doctor like ASAP. Ulcer is best to nip it at the bud really fast. Acid reflux means acid that is not supposed to go backwards, for some reason is going backwards as a result of weakness with your gastroesophageal sphincter. So for an example, when we eat food, there is a pipe that takes food into the stomach, which is your esophagus, and at the end of it has what we call the gastroesophageal sphincter. It opens to let food inside of your stomach and then it closes very fast. It's like a tight muscle so that no content from the stomach can go back up into the esophagus. When this sphincter is weak, it doesn't close properly, and then things from the stomach, which is like the stomach acid, food that has entered into your stomach, will want to now come up into the esophagus. And that is what gives you most of those feelings that you're having that is called acid reflux. You have heartburn, you have that thing that is gagging in your throat here that you don't understand where it's coming from. You have gas that would like want to come out and it doesn't come out and it will go back inside. Your sphincter can get weak from like constant usage of some certain medications like sedatives, some painkillers, antidepressant drugs. It can also get weak from smoking. It can also get weak from rapid weight gain. It can get weak from low level of exercise. It can also get weak from pregnancy. Anything that puts pressure on your stomach has the chances of causing that. Now, acid reflux comes and goes in most people that have it. Most times when they take their medications or they try to adhere to the things that they tell them to adhere to, they tend to feel better until they take things that trigger it again. Gastroesophageal reflux disease is the extreme version of acid reflux. If you're having acid reflux symptoms reoccur constantly, maybe like 2-3 times a week, you take the medications and you're not getting any relief, you most likely is in this version. You need to consult the doctor that is in charge of all these stomach affairs. They are called gastro doctors. I don't know how, gastroenterology, something. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to leave their name on this screen. Book an appointment to see these doctors. Because when you see them, you see there is a very huge difference. They would recommend an endoscopy or a colonoscopy, which is a test where they put camera into your mouth or through your anus. Because I tell you one thing, these things are so intertwined that if you use the medication of this one for this, you will feel better for some time, but it doesn't solve the issue. Another reason is because some people have acid reflux, some people have bile reflux, some people have the two together. That is why you just have to do that endoscopy. Bile reflux is just like the same thing with acid reflux, but this time around, it is the valve at the end of your stomach that is weakened and it lets bile enter into your stomach. And in some people's cases, if the valve at the end of your stomach is weakened and the one at the top connecting the esophagus is weakened too, when the bile gets into your stomach, it will also follow the acid and be wanting to come out of your throat. They have the same symptoms, they behave alike. The only difference is that people that have bile reflux, sometimes when they vomit, they can have some green things come out in their vomit. But besides that, most other symptoms are usually the same thing. It's very difficult to pin if one has bile reflux or acid reflux if you don't follow like due procedures and go to specialists that know about these things. You may just be battling one and you're treating the other. Next episode, where I'm going to be talking about lifestyle changes that you need to make, some things that you do unconsciously that makes your situation worse, and some things you need to now start doing consciously to make you feel better. And then after that, we will talk about diet changes and triggers to avoid. So don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and hit on that notification bell. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this was informative and helpful, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.